What's up, guys? It's week number 2 of how to sell your home for the most money in today's market. Last week, we went over decluttering and depersonalization, deep cleaning everything, making minor repairs, and boosting curb appeal. Today, we're going to talk about staging your home or preparing the home to have photos taken. We're going to talk about getting a possible pre sale inspection, hiring me to do this process for you step by step, and how to determine the right price for your home. So, in the first portion, I also, in the comments, if you look, buy and sell with CodyWeitzel.com has a free guide on how to sell your home for the highest price in today's market. Step 1 today, we're going to talk about staging the home. This is optional, but it's helpful. Depending on the house that you have and how easy the layout is, it really comes down to, is somebody going to be able to walk into your home after you've done step 1 through 4 and understand where they're going to put their key items, like how the living room is set up, how your couch, where your couch is going to go, where the TV is going to go, where the dining table goes. Some floor plans are a bit tricky to figure out. For example, there's a specific floor plan that's on the market here in Lake Havasu City. It is the lowest priced RV garage home on the market. Typically, RV garage homes, brand new, sell for $700,000 and up. There's one specific home that's a bit smaller in square footage that has a really funky layout and floor plan that sells for between $550,000 and $575,000. So it's important because when you walk into that home, it's hard to understand where you're going to be able to put things. Yesterday, me and my partner Richie went over to a new listing that we have coming soon that is a fully furnished home. It's on the north side of town, and they have owned the home for 20 years. They've used it as a vacation home, and they've came out here every single winter as snowbirds for the last 20 years. So as you can imagine, somebody that's been using a house for that long has collected quite a bit of stuff, quite a bit of furniture. So what we did, we went over there yesterday, we decluttered, and we staged the house with the furniture that was already there. So we took everything off of countertops, took everything out of the bathrooms, took multiple pieces of furniture, put them into the garage, because the garage is okay to shoot no matter what is inside of it. As long as you can see that it's a garage, it is okay. But the inside of the house, you want to wow the consumer. You want the photos to stand out. You want people to be able to walk in and see the space and feel themselves living in the home. So in this case, we just moved some stuff around, we decluttered a bit, and we staged it the best that we could with the stuff that was already there. But I'm going to give you one more example on how to stage a house and what it can do to your value. So earlier this year, I sold a home that had kind of an interesting floor plan where when you walked into the living room. The living room had access to the backyard, and then you had to walk back towards the front of the house to get to the kitchen and the dining, and another section that went to the side yard where there was an own courtyard of the home as well. This home was on the market for about a year before I came in and brought a buyer to the sale. The price started at $650,000. We ended up getting that property for him for $487,000. So after a year of being on market, it sold for $175,000, roughly under what the original listed price was. My client came out, lived in the home for 6 weeks, repainted the inside, furnished the inside so you could understand how that floor plan felt, and then fixed a couple other minor things. We were on the market for less than 7 days and sold the home for $569,000, and he put less than $15,000 into the home after moving in. So it was a quick 2-month flip. Wasn't planning on flipping the home, but that's what staging the home can do for you and making it fresh, decluttered with nice paint. He put $15,000 into it with furnishing the home and sold it for almost about $90,000 more than what he had just bought it for 6 to 8 weeks prior. So that is staging the home. It's optional, but it's very, very helpful. I would also recommend step number 2 today is to get a pre-sale inspection. So another one of my listings recently got a pre-sale inspection. We went through and we fixed almost everything that was on that pre-sale inspection report. She used all of the contractors that I had already recommended to her that got the job done quickly and efficiently, and they showed up on time. When we listed this, we were on the market for 14 days, listed for $525,000, sold and closed for $525,000, no repairs requested. And that is because we fixed things like non-working faucets, the bottom of a cabinet that had some moisture damage on it from a leaking faucet over the years. We fixed the lights in the backyard. We fixed the water heater. We fixed a bunch of minor things that didn't cost a ton of money, but things that are going to come on a home inspection report, and somebody's going to beat you up during the home inspection if you don't take care of some of that stuff that is just pointing out straight to you. And then step number 7 is going to be hiring me to do the step-by-step process for you. This is how I will help sell your home for the highest price in today's market. We've sold over 30 homes so far this year and helped over 35 buyers purchase homes so far this year. Have a lot of experience in doing this. We just hit the market last week with another home that we did the same how to sell your home for the highest price in today's market step-by-step process on. It was on the market for 3 days. So I will help you price, I will help you market, and I will help you negotiate the sale of your home. We will help facilitate steps number 1 through 6 and go over the pros and cons of each step with you. If it's not worth it on your home to get a pre-home inspection, we're not going to recommend wasting the money on that and having that process done. But if you have an older house that has some things that are sticking out, it may be a good idea to get a pre-inspection and then take care of some of those items so that way you don't get into the inspection process and have to spend a ton of money on fixing everything. Step number 8, and the final step that we're going to go over, and the most important step, I actually posted about it this morning. If you want to go check out my post, there's a difference between a list price and a sale price. Especially in today's market, we have about 525 homes on the market in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. We're seeing anywhere from 100 to 120 homes sell each month. This is a very healthy market, but currently, there are more sellers than there are home buyers. So we have to make sure that we price your home right. I will first provide you with a home equity report and provide you with a net sheet. We will go over the value of your home based on the factual data. The factual data. That is how we will sell your home for the most money in today's market, is by looking at the factual data. We go through steps 1 through 6 and we go through the facts. So I posted about it this morning. The market right now is trending down. I expect to see a 3 to 5% decline year over year sales for 2025. So if your neighbor's home was the identical house to yours and it sold for $500,000 6 months ago, that does not mean that your home is worth $500,000 or $525,000. Most commonly, that's going to mean that your home is probably worth between $475,000 and $485,000. Don't get discouraged. This does not mean that you missed the boat and you cannot sell your home now. The good news for you is whatever house you plan on buying, it's probably 3 to 5% less than what it was 6 months ago. So the pros and cons are still going to be the same on whether or not it works for you on buying or selling. Overpricing can scare off buyers, and underpricing may leave money on the table. So we want to price your home competitively and right there at the market value, or maybe a bit below, to generate some more activity and maybe get some people excited and possibly get you multiple offers. Nothing can be guaranteed, but if you do price the home under market value, you will have multiple people interested and the market will determine the sales price. If you guys have any other questions on how to sell your home for the highest price in today's market, shoot me a message, shoot me a DM. I look forward to going over some more steps next week on Tuesday with you. But in the comments, buyandsellwithkodyweitzel.com, a free guide to sell your home, whether you're using me or selling on your own. I recommend you pick up a copy and let's get to work.